45, you have two problems. If every knee replacement I did, I got an MRI, every single one of them would have a meniscal tear. And the problem is, as you get older, you have the meniscal tear and you have arthritis. I'll buy the desk off you. I'll buy the desk off you. Cheap. No. Let me go through the meniscal arthritis talk. I've prepared this. So what happens is you get older, you get arthritis in the knee, we all do, and then you go and you get evaluated, and maybe you bang your knee and you went and you got evaluated. They did X-rays. Your X-rays look pretty. The X-rays look pretty good, though, right? Did they do X-rays? Contra Malaysia. Baker cyst. Yeah. Well, that's good. But typically, if it's an 8, all right. So I'm gonna tell you about meniscal tears. With meniscal tears, the reasons to do a knee arthroscopy for meniscal tear isn't because you have an MRI with a meniscal tear. You should have instability and locking. So you should, someone should talk to you. You turn and oh my God, my knee's giving out, and it should feel like a knife. If you have an ache, that's the arthritic component. Usually, I haven't seen any of your studies, but typically that's the arthritic component. So what I tell people with the meniscal tear to have pretty good cartilage, but they have some cartilage loss, and they come in complaining of pain. Let's say you have two problems. Think of your knee like a shoe. Your shoe's a little bit worn out, and you have a marble in your shoe. The meniscus is like a marble in your shoe. And when you step a certain way and you get a sharp pain, that would go away with knee arthroscopy. But the ache won't. With the knee scope, where they put the camera and the tools in, they clean it out. They clean the meniscus out. So I get a lot of people that come to me for a second opinion, and I go, yeah, my doctor did a knee arthroscopy because I had a meniscal tear and he messed me up. I said, no, he didn't mess you up. And we go through everything, and really, he took care of the meniscus, but he didn't change your shoe. He didn't do that. You don't need, with you having two problems, it has to be clear that the meniscus can be addressed with this scope, but the arthritis isn't. So when you tell me you have an ache, even though you banged it on the desk, right? All right, so she was told maybe have knee arthroscopy. Do you get a sharp pain? Yeah. What I normally do with someone that has a meniscal tear, maybe some early arthritis, talk to you, and I might even do a cortisone shot to see how much relief comes from the arthritis. But I'm not in a hurry to scope you. But remember, I don't have the luxury of unless I haven't examined you, I haven't looked at your studies. I don't even know if you're lying to me about this whole thing. Yeah. Oh, I meant to say that. Yeah. Not all right. Stem cells, and you heard of stem cells and platelet-rich plasma or PRP, all that, like the injection stuff. If you look at the studies, that stuff works for someday, hopefully, spinal cord injury, right? But right now, it works for Achilles tendonitis, lateral tennis elbow, that kind of stuff. It doesn't grow cartilage. It doesn't really do much. But that's not what. If you had it's the best way to explain it. It's kind of like a snake oil for certain diseases. So I've had someone come in and they have end-stage arthritis. There's no doubt that they would benefit from a joint replacement. And they'll say, I tried steroids, I tried Synvisc, the stuff from the chicken comb, and I've tried therapy and bracing, and I've even tried 3 PRPs or 3, which is like stem cells, but from the blood, not the iliac crest. And I don't know why I'm not getting better. It's because it's not growing your cartilage. There's only one good study about cartilage growth. It was in either China or Japan, I forget, it was in Asia. And they had younger people, like say in their 20s. And if you're like our friend who played football. So there you are playing football and you take a chunk of cartilage out when you get hit. That's a lot different than an older person's wear and tear arthritis, right? So what they did was they did the arthroscopy with the camera and some tools, and they poked a bunch of holes in that area of bone that was missing cartilage. Then they harvested stem cells from the hip and injected that, and I don't remember how many times, but it's old. But they injected the stem cells in the knee, and then they came back and scoped it 2 years later, and cartilage had grown back. But that was about a 1 centimeter lesion, and the rest of the knee's okay. I would love to just charge you $1,200 and inject your knee and have you thank me and do great, but it won't happen. Yeah.
How long does a cortisone shot last? How often can
That's
you
a
have
great
it?
question.
And how often can you have it, and how many can you have a year?
Okay, so you want to hear my cortisone. Every doctor's different. Here's my cortisone spiel. You get people that come in, they have the arthritis, you tell them pills, shots, therapy, bracing, canes. They don't want to hear any of that, right? But anyway, cortisone is a reasonable option. I will personally let someone have an injection every 3 months if needed, and if it's warranted, if I think it's warranted as well. It's a lot better than a joint replacement. Now, lasting, first shot lasts the longest, and months, usually months. But I tell people, first shot, they say to me how long. I say it could last days, months, or not do anything. I don't know until after. The second shot is often, the first shot pretty much predicts what will happen with the second shot, and then it'll be good relief, okay relief. What are you using, the cheap stuff? But it works for a long time. Yes, ma'am.
I was getting the cortisone injection.
You had a bunch of injections?
Yeah.
But not with the knee replacement in.
Yeah.